Kids Trunks 44 here. What's up, everybody? We're basically gonna talk about if Giannis Antetokounmpo is gonna re-sign or stay, or would this be his last year with the Milwaukee Bucks? It's gonna be a cool experience that we get to see this year, and soon after the draft, we get to see what Milwaukee does and what move that Giannis makes. If he does re-sign, he's gonna get a supermax contract of $250 million for 5 years. He can basically buy that money to buy a whole part of Greece or his hometown, you know. But I believe Giannis, he doesn't seem that excited to instantly just re-sign it. You can just feel his energy, his movement around it. And I believe he knows why, because just the team, Let's check the roster out. You got Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe is a good bench or just a good starting point guard. That's basically it. He doesn't show up in the playoffs. That's basically this whole Milwaukee team. But he basically does not show up in the playoffs. He can't shoot. He can't even shoot the three. He a okay scorer for just a regular point guard, and that's it. He's not a great passer. He doesn't have a great mindset of being a point guard. And another thing with these, this fuck nigga right here, Eric Bledsoe. Another thing with these short niggas in the NBA, I call it an NBA short man syndrome. Because basically some of these NBA players that are considered short are basically 6'1", 5'9", 5'8", or through 6'2" somewhat. Which is basically taller than a normal human being, normal man in the world or in America. But they always want to just prove their dominance or prove how tough they are, They just want to, scream and shout, let it all out, and same with Chris Paul and Isaiah Thomas, but he's just petty with it. But with Chris Paul, that nigga got the hands, so I won't really fuck with him. So when I seen that, not just hit the uppercut the shit out of Rondo was surprised. His eyes was closed, He said, I was like, okay, he tough, he for real. But especially Patrick Beverly, that nigga always want to bark, He always want to be guarding the best players, but niggas just laugh at him and look down on him because they be dropping 40 on his ass. Niggas need to stop overrating this nigga. This nigga is not that great at defense. Stop it now. Now let's get at Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez, I would respect him. He came to the league when I guess you can kind of say the big man was a little dominant, but he just played one fashion, and that's post up, get rebounds. But he changed his game so much, and he can shoot the three in your face. Speaking about shooting the three in your face, every time this nigga look forward or straight in a photo, it looks like his eyes go the opposite way. Next we got Chris Middleton. I gotta say something. I got a problem with Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton, he's a good player. That's basically it. I do not consider him as a star. You can kind of consider him as a star a little. If you want to consider him a little bit more, that's you. But I consider him everything less. Chris Middleton does not show up in big playoff games. He proved himself a lot when Giannis got down in the playoffs against Miami, and basically stepped up. He had 30-some points. He was making shots, clutch shots, and to also to just do that, that's really great. I respect him for that. But what did he do before the game? What did he do after the game? He didn't have the same points. He lacked off. He does not step up in the playoffs. That's the thing with this team. What I could kind of compare Giannis Antetokounmpo in the situation that he's in right now, I probably would have to say LeBron James. Right now, Giannis, he kind of got the LeBron curse. When I talk about the LeBron curse, I mean that means you basically gotta take a team to the highest level all by yourself. Like Kobe. With Kobe, when he went to go against Boston, he didn't have Paul Gasol. With Dwight Howard, It was basically just Dwight Howard, honestly, and they basically got demolished by the Lakers. But he had Paul Gasol. You can't win a championship by yourself. That's a point blank period. But let's look at LeBron James' roster.
Jesus is Lord.
That's another thing with the LeBron James curse. The GM or the owner won't even have the audacity to put no good players or stars around you to succeed to win that championship. If you guys don't know, this was the 2007 roster for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They went to the championship and they got swept. Easily swept, done, finished, over with. And you know, look at these dudes, man. I want you guys to type their names in. Look up their stats. You really think that team was gonna win? No. And that's the consequence. LeBron James, when you get the LeBron curse, it's gonna happen to you. You're gonna lose just like LeBron in the playoffs and championship over and over and over and over again. You know, and get back to that roster real quick, man. I mean, wow. This LeBron took a whole bunch of bums to the NBA. You know, when I look at these niggas look like, you know, some YMCA players you be seeing in the court that try to get back in their glory days. You know, these type of niggas got everyday jobs. Their hairline's receding. They're overweight. They got 2 kids in the house. And they trying to, when they playing basketball, to get back in their glory days. They wish they can go back, living their teen years in playing basketball when there was a star, but they fucked it all up when they got a girl pregnant, went to jail, or basically just didn't took it serious, or they got a sprained ankle. They could have went to the college, who knows? He always thinks that every day. He could have went to the NBA. I bet he thinks that too. That's what LeBron James took to the championship. These bum ass niggas. While he was 22 years old. 22. We gotta start respecting LeBron James a little bit more. And another thing is too, I'm pretty sure that we know, and also Giannis knows, that there's a little bit more competition in the Eastern Conference right now with Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie, and they got a great secondary team, and also Stick and Bones, aka Kevin Durant, and in the Boston with Kemba, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown, they're looking pretty alright too. All they need is a big man, and they'll be alright. And then you got Joel Embiid. If he gets his fat ass in shape, he gonna be alright. If he gets his big ass in the post, he gonna be alright. Same thing with Ben Simmons. We're gonna see how they do this year, and they do alright, then that seems like a challenge. But the highest that I believe that Milwaukee could go to is probably high in the Eastern Conference, or probably low. But I think the highest they could go to is probably the finals. But soon when they get to the finals, they're gonna get swept, man. They're either gonna get swept by Team Light Skin and Mr. Triple Single, or the LA Clippers with Kawhi Leonard and Mr. I got a stripper pregnant and I had to put a ring on this, so I wanted to pay millions and millions of dollars worth of child support, and Roof Bark Patrick Beverly, and Magic City's most valid customer, Mr. Lou Williams, aka Spicy Jalapeno Chicken Wing Lou. But y'all basically know what I'm saying, because the teams I just mentioned still has a great team based around them, and one player can score and another one can also score too. And the thing that Giannis is doing right now is great, but he can do all those highlight plays in the regular season. But soon he gets in the playoffs, it's a different animal. Everyone already knows your kryptonite, your weakness and strengths, and they know they probably won't stop Giannis, but they can probably slow him down. It's always with Giannis, Ben Simmons, and Russell Westbrook. They're a light-skinned man. They're a dark-skinned nigga trapped in a light-skinned man's body. They always want to drive in the paint, HP dive. Just ram through someone, you know. Just hit the burst soon when they see open lane. And which they're good at, but that's not going to work when they're in the playoffs. Can they do that 4 games straight in a row? I don't think so, because last time I checked, did Ben Simmons win anything yet? Did Russell Westbrook win anything yet? He just literally got exposed. Same with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Miami exposed them. So we'll just have to see. And yes, we're also hearing rumors that Milwaukee could also get Victor or Bradley Beal or probably even DeMar DeRozan. But with that, no player does not really want to go to Milwaukee. You know, it's just not a site to go play or a location to go play in. And also, Milwaukee is very cheap, very, very cheap. But what we see with the signs with Giannis was $230 million worth 5 years contract. They really want him. They know how valuable he is. And I'm pretty sure they want him because they drafted him and they believed in him. And I'm pretty sure Giannis believes in this team too. But he's just not. You can just tell that they can't win anything. Having the best defense in the league is great and good. But if you still don't have a superstar, you're not going to win anything. And but if this is Giannis Antetokounmpo's last year, it's going to be a great experience right after the NBA draft to see where he goes to, what trades will happen, what big names or big players would sign with a team, or what when a team will trade a player and what would they get out of it. Will Golden State trade their first pick to probably get Giannis, and they could probably trade up to get they'll have to trade up probably Andrew Wiggins, probably a couple players, and especially that first round pick that looks pretty valuable for Milwaukee. And possibly Draymond Green too. But it'll be a cool experience. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Follow me in my Twitter. Leave a like. Subscribe. Even leave a comment too. And thank you guys for watching. Kid Trunks 44 out.